That looks good.
Welcome to
Mukbang 2.0. It's been a long time coming. Do you want to show what we got?
I got a combo kebab.
I got the Kubade kebab or Kubade combo. It basically has a chicken Kubade and then the beef Kubade, pita with the rice
And hummus.
Yeah, hummus, and then the tune, the garlic sauce.
The garlic.
Oh, plus it came with the salad. Oh, and then we forgot to shoot the ramyeon.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
잘 먹겠습니다.
잘 먹겠습니다. 불었어.
Sorry.
Are we gonna eat the lambs first?
Yeah, because it 불어.
Yeah, you're right. We should answer the first question.
Okay. Let me pull it up. First question. What would you like to do or accomplish before turning 30?
This is dumb.
Okay.
But I want rock hard abs. I kind of have abs from doing all those workouts. I think I just need to cut my carbs to show it.
No, I think you have abs because yesterday when I felt your stomach, it was so rock hard.
Wasn't it because it was bloated?
No, it's because you have abs.
Dude, this is really good.
Right? For me making it when I was drunk.
Yeah, for context, we went to a wine bar and we just had a cheese board. So it was just cheese and bread, but not a lot.
Not enough
Oh,
carbs
shoot.
to offset the drunkenness.
You should insert the picture of insert now. Psh.
What?
The cheese board.
Oh, yeah.
So they could see.
Okay. It's there now. What I want to accomplish, I had like a bucket list. One of them was actually starting therapy, which I did. I did.
So you already do that before 30 then.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I want to go on a hike with wildflowers. Yeah, I think it'll be really pretty.
Yeah, I think that sounds pretty.
We'll see if that happens.
Dude, 30 is still a while to go, dude.
You're right. We still have some time. Shall we move on to the next question?
We shall.
How do you give love and how do you receive love?
Ooh, I think I give love quality time, and then I receive. You know, it used to be acts of service, but now I think I need to like reevaluate. Now it might be quality time, like receiving as well too.
My giving is actually acts of service. Do you remember when we lived together? I did your dishes and you got really 감동받았어?
I still feel very 감동받았어 from that. But I think during that time is when I was a grad student and I didn't have time. So I think that's why acts of service really meant so much to me then.
My receiving is more time and words. Words really make a difference for me.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too. Okay, next question. Share your most played song at the moment.
Ooh, I think you already know because that's like what I've been playing. World were mine, right now 7 days, travel like a lot. If the world were mine, take your dreams and make them multiply. Anyways, that's it.
I think my most played song is either Luther or a Keshi song from his new album.
Catchy solid.
Soft Spot.
I don't think I've heard of it. Is this a new album?
Yeah, Soft Spot is so good. Oh, this 국물 be hitting.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, drinking on an empty stomach was probably not the best decision.
Nope.
Because that hit me real fast.
Same. But I'm lightweight. What do you think I'd splurge on? I'm not much of a splurger.
Yeah, you're not. Honestly, I feel like you'd splurge on vacations because I know you enjoy vacations and traveling.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I do also splurge on food, actually. Yeah, I splurge on vacation and food. So you're spot on.
Spot on. How about me?
I think you would splurge on like things that you would invest in yourself in. Like,
Of course.
okay.
That's what splurge me.
No, but like exercising, like fitness classes.
Like in this season of my life, I feel like I'm splurging more on fitness classes because I find enjoyment. Had it been like a couple months ago, I don't think I would have ever, you know.
I feel like a year ago, you would be splurging on like socializing.
I did that a lot in the summer.
Yeah, we all have like seasons where we invest in different things in our lives.
Honestly, perfume, you know, I never thought I'd buy that. Honestly, looking back, it's not like a scent that I really fell in love with, but I was like, it's Korean, I want to support it, like that kind of a thing mindset.
Yeah.
So
What are you better at than most people you know? Permission to brag. You know how we talked about ceramics earlier? I picked it up pretty quickly. I was able to center my clay within like a week. And I heard like it takes a little bit to master that. So I'm proud of myself for that.
Driving.
Oh yeah. I feel like ever since we lived together, you became really good at parking. Reverse.
Oh, like ever since living in Chicago?
Because you had to.
Maybe.
Which one do you want to ask?
The first photo in your camera roll. Explain. LOL! It's a screensaver that I made. So this was on my my senior year apartment in college. I had these on the wall, and then I remember taking a picture of that, and then I made the background like super, super white so that I could make it into a phone background. Yeah. And then I always carried it over to like other future phones so I could make it into another background. Oh my god, on my second one. I know it's asked for first one, but my second one is sushi. Or sashimi.
Delicious.
Figures.
My first photo is from my old phone too. I took it either on my flight to Korea or from Korea.
Very much your wanderlust.
I've always loved to travel, We're down to the last 3.
What values are important to you?
For me, I've been realizing consideration is really important to me. Mutual consideration. Because I feel like growing up, I've been like a pretty considerate person, like to the people around me.
And you want the same in terms of receiving. Makes sense.
Other values I have are like trust, honesty. But yeah, I think mutual consideration is a really big one for me.
Like 배려?
Yeah, 배려. What about you?
I mentioned this to you before, but I put authenticity, genuine, like all those kinds of similar things pretty high on the list. And it's ultimately at the end of it all is like being honest, I guess, and being true to who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like I put that amongst like all my relationships, whether it's friendships, family, anything like that. Even like work.
Have you ever like reevaluated a friendship or like a person because they didn't show you that? Yeah.
Because of that, I ended up slowly pulling back. And I think that's why boundaries are so important.
As we get older, we realize what kind of people we want to spend our time with.
That we become different people, the people that we want to spend our energy.
I feel like at our age, we have to like actively go out of our way to see people. It's not like natural to run into them.
I feel like as you get older, your tolerance for people also becomes less. I'm also really tired.
I could go to sleep. What time is it?
8:42. This is so sad. What a difference 6 years can make.
What is your favorite physical feature of yourself? And your favorite characteristic, like personality trait?
I used to like hate my eyes a lot because I wore glasses my whole entire life, and to me, like, I always perceived it as being super small because I have such high minus prescription, and so it minified my eyes, and I think that's what I was used to seeing. You know how like Korean culture, it's all about like the big eyes, sakapur, that kind of stuff, and then it did a toll on me. And then I think once I started doing makeup and then realized like lip curling lashes and all that stuff, and you know how I told you about the guy that like complimented me, and then I feel like it healed something in me because it was something that I struggled with. I think learned to be thankful for that, my eyes. But I'll also say like my ears, I'm kind of like meh about it, but like I've always like heard compliments of like, oh, you have such pretty ears. They're like, oh, you look really good with your hair up, and I think it's like so in terms of face value, that's what it is. If I were to choose any body part outside of my face, I would say like my hands. I actually get a lot of compliments on my hands. Even today, actually, I kid you not.
Really?
Yeah, a patient was like, oh my god, you have really long fingers. So I think if I had to choose everything out of the three, I would probably say hands first.
You have nice hands. Do you remember when you visited me in Chicago and you were like, should I be a hand model?
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, you didn't answer the like personality characteristic question.
Oh. I think it's what I uphold, which is like the whole like being genuine, authentic. Like I think I can't be fake because I wear my emotions on my sleeve. I can't hide things, like it's just, but I hate that. I also hate how I can't hide things, you know? So it's like good and bad.
For me, a physical feature, I know a lot of girls struggle with eyelashes, but you and I, we have long eyelashes, and I've always been really thankful. I don't think it can show on this video, but something I've been complimented about a lot, but like I don't really appreciate as much as other people is my eyebrows. Like
like that you don't have to like fill it in.
Yeah, the fullness of my eyebrows. And another thing I've come to appreciate, I feel like I'm bragging at this point.
Please.
People have said I have like a nice waistline.
Ooh.
And by people, I mean just girls. One of my girlfriends was like, oh, you have like Kimmy hoodie. On my good days, I have a nice like hourglass figure. And so I'm thankful for that.
That just makes me think of my waist from yesterday.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
My pregnant belly.
I looked pregnant yesterday too. Grace, don't give me that look.
Jennifer's gonna zoom in right here.
Personality-wise, or like a characteristic, I think I'm a good listener. I feel like I'm a pretty active listener. I think you are too, actually.
Thank you.
Do you think that for yourself?
It doesn't come as easy. I think I have to turn it on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But even earlier at the bar, you were like really intentionally listening to me.
Wait, thank you for saying that.
Oh.
I've been, you know how like the ins and outs of like 2025? Like one of the ins was like trying to like listen more. Like I think there's a difference between hearing and listening, you know?
I agree.
So
I guess kind of like going along with the values thing. I feel like I'm a pretty considerate person.
I think you are. Okay, but I think you are considerate to a fault.
Yeah.
As in sometimes it's like you want to accommodate to other people, but it's like sometimes you forget about your own opinion, and then it's kind of like, no, like what do you want, you know, type of a thing. So
yeah,
I think you are considerate, but considerate to a fault. I think you know that about yourself, and I think you've always known that about yourself.
Yeah, I know that, and I'm actively trying to say what I want to now because I am aware of it.
Which is why I was like, rosemary grill or kava. And you're like, I'm down for anything. You know, and then you made a decision. I was like, nice. Sponsored by my co-resident.
Oh, he had a baby? Oh. I'm gonna edit that out.
You need authenticity! 어때? 맛있지?
진짜 생각보다 촉촉하고 Wait, Grace, we only have one more question.
That's it?
But it's because we answered them at the bar.
But I liked that. It's the intimate setting.
Oh, let's just separate these questions. What would you tell your younger self right now?
Damn, this is a hard question.
You picked this question.
I know I did.
It is a hard question, though.
Probably in the moment where I was so anxious about getting to certain places, I'd be like, I'd probably say to myself, "You're gonna get there.
Don't worry."
Don't worry. Yeah.
Wait, that's literally the
what you would have said.
Well, I don't know that I've gotten to a specific destination or reached all of my goals necessarily, because life has had a lot of twists and turns that I wasn't expecting. Whether it's career, my relationships, friendships. In college, I feel like I was so caught up in doing well in school, but also appearing like I'm doing well spiritually too. But I wish I was just more in tune with who I was and how I was actually doing at the time, and being honest about that.
I think I agree with that. I worried so much. I was anxious all the time about the future. And then I wish I could go back and be like, you're gonna be fine. I don't think you should worry so much and put so much emphasis on this moment or season in your life. You'll be fine. In the grand scheme of things, it's dude,
really
it's
not that big of a deal.
Yeah. But you know how at the time it's you're experiencing it for yourself, so you really can't take other people's advice into it. So I do think obviously
it's something we had to experience.
But I do wish if I could go back and young Grace had the capacity to listen.
But honestly, if we were to talk to ourselves and tell them, do you think they would actually listen to us? No.
Because people have said that before, and I'm like, yeah, okay, not
exactly.
What was the second question? You split it.
What would your younger self not believe about your life today?
Oh, I have a point.
Really? Oh, I guess living in LA.
Yeah, I was so. Even when we were making the video the last time, I was only about Illinois, only about Chicago. Never thought I'd be anywhere else because it was such a bubble. I was so comfortable with where I am at. I mean, you know this, right? I'm so driven by fear and so risk adverse. So I want to be in my comfortable space, I guess you would say. And so for me to have leave everything that I've known and to move out, that's insane to me. But at the same time, this was my second choice for my residency, then it was a second choice for a reason. And I knew for myself, I wouldn't go anywhere unless I was forced to move there, just because I knew I was so against change. And then the fact that it happened, and then for me, even moving out here, I was only for a year, and then I'm gonna go back. And look at me now, it's almost 4 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I think had I known that as a kid, or back in the day, I'd be like, what? There's no way. But I will say there's such a beauty in living outside of your comfort zone, and I think it forces you to grow. Yeah, I would say that's probably my biggest one. How about you?
There's one thing, but it's not PG. So
you should just say it and then blurb out.
I really thought.
But then do you, I guess, regret it?
A little bit, actually.
So had you known what you know now, you wish you could have gone back and been don't do that?
Yeah.
I mean, this is going to get into the many what ifs and stuff like that. Would you have thought differently? Or do you think you still would have regretted it?
I think I would still have regretted it.
How did he respond to that when you shared?
He was like, oh yeah, I agree. But for him, words were one thing, but then what he really believed in his actions
was another.
Was a completely different thing. Not so serious, but when I was younger, I wanted to get married by 28. And now,
I think I wanted that too.
Really?
Yeah, but I wonder if that was just a Midwest thing. 38 and still single. That's what I'm surrounded with, dude.
Who knew we would live through a pandemic?
That's true. Who knew I would have lived through freaking fires too?
Oh, yeah.
That was freaking insane.
Okay, this is the end of the mukbang with the Kims.
It was a nice, wraparound. Like 2019 was when we did the last one. Yeah, it's 6 years since then. Okay, honestly, the 2019 literally feels like it was not that long ago. I hate how COVID took away time from us.
Thanks for watching, and until next time, bye.
Nice. What's the first?
Oh, they're the pictures we took.
Low.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is so sad. Our
Metabolism is slowing.
yeah, our appetite has gotten so low compared to when we did the mukbang the first time around. How many minutes has it been? Almost an hour.
Yeah.
Like I'm fully aware, but my head still feels like very like you know how like you could just like took and then whew.
Me too. I feel like I could just like.
Can I just say I feel like this one though is a lot less like
We started up here
Yeah.
and then we're like down here.
you know.